Right, let's start. Hello and welcome back to our channel. So it's Monday today, and every Monday for the past, I don't know how long, quite a long time now, we've been uploading Disney vlogs, and we've now run out of Disney vlogs, which is sad. Hopefully at some point in the future we'll get to go back to the parks and do some more Disney park vlogging. But for now, in the meantime, we thought that we would do some tips videos, because we did so much research watching other people's tips videos, and we have learnt so much that sometimes it's a bit embarrassing when friends message and say, oh, what would you suggest for this? And then I go off on like some huge not rant, but like a huge paragraph gets sent, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should put this in a tips video, because we've actually learned quite a lot. So without further ado, I'm not going to ramble any further. Today's video, you will already know from the title, but I'm going to explain the FastPass Plus system for Walt Disney World. So if you don't know anything about FastPass, I'm going to strip it back to the basics. But also, if you already know a little bit about it, I'm going to be quite informative. So if you're looking for quite a lot of information about the FastPass Plus system, this is the right video for you, basically. Part number one of the video. So the very first thing that you need to understand with the FastPass Plus system is that you can't just wing it. You can't. So if you've never been to Walt Disney World before, or say you have been to Walt Disney World before and the last time you went was 10 plus years ago, so 10 years or longer since you last went, you know, back in 2008 you could go to Walt Disney World and you could bag some fast passes whilst you're there, and you know, and the queues might not have been that bad. However, that is not the case anymore. If you want to go on Flight of Passage without a fast pass, you're definitely going to be queuing for a good 3 hours. You want to go on Slinky Dog Dash without a fast pass, you're going to be queuing for at least an hour and a half, no less. Probably up to 3 hours, hour and a half to 3 hours. Same with, I mean, we've not been since Galaxy's Edge opened, but I can imagine Galaxy's Edge is the new Pandora in terms of wait times. So yeah, you definitely need to strategize the FastPass system. So the very first thing you need to know is you need to get yourself the Walt Disney, no, that's not what it's called. You need to get yourself the My Disney Experience app on your phone. So I'll just get it up on my phone and it should come up on the screen for you to see. So you need to get this app up on your phone. So you don't need an account just to get it, just to download it. But this is what it looks like. So you click on this at the top, it shows you all the maps. If you go back onto the home page, you scroll down, you get your photo pass, will get linked to it. Which currently is giving me pictures of Galaxy's Edge. That's interesting. Oh, there's lots of pictures in it in a minute. I knew the castle ones were in it, but I didn't know there was more. That's cool. Yeah, and then you've got your park hours, you've got your Magic Kingdom. Well, let's go to a month that's supposedly going to be open. Let's just go to July, 16th of July. So yeah, you've got your opening hours. So yeah, if you have never heard of this app, download it. It's on the iOS store and it'll be on the Android one as well. So that's the My Disney Experience app. So you need that. On the My Disney Experience app, obviously we'll explain it in more detail on another video if you have literally never heard of this app before. But in brief, you know, you can see up-to-date wait times on it. You can book your dining reservations, which I'm going to do another video on dining reservations, but before you do your fast passes you should have already done your dining reservations on this app. You can see opening times, your photo pass pictures, you can see all restaurant menus, literally any restaurant that you are thinking of potentially going to, search for it in the search tab on the My Disney Experience app and you will find the menu basically. It'll give you average prices and everything. But anyway, that's the app. Get the app. Get the app. So once you've got the app and you're coming up to when you're wanting to get your fast passes, I'm sorry, just scratch my eye. You need to make sure before your fast pass window opens that you have linked your park tickets. Now this can be a huge issue. It was for us anyway. If you're staying on site at a Disney hotel, it shouldn't really be an issue, because regardless of whether you've booked direct with Disney or whether you've booked with a travel agents like TUI or Virgin, they still would have more than likely booked through Disney, just obviously you've just gone via them instead. So Disney will automatically be able to link, I don't know how to explain this. If you're in a Disney hotel basically, obviously your tickets will link to your Disney hotel, blah blah blah. Same if you've got a dining plan. On your like booking reference documents somewhere, there should be a reference number next to your Disney park tickets. I will put somewhere on screen a picture of an example park ticket reference number. It's quite long. Can't remember off the top of my head exactly how many numbers it is, but it'll be on screen. And I'm pretty sure it's a mixture of letters and numbers. So yeah, like I said, if you're on site, you shouldn't have an issue. You should quite early on in your booking be given this reference number. If you're staying off site, so not in a Disney hotel, and you've bought your tickets either on, I don't know, something like ATD, attractiontickets.com, or Floritix, or let's say you did what we did and you buy them through your travel agent. So at the time last year we was booked with Thomas Cook. Obviously Thomas Cook issues won't be relevant anymore because Thomas Cook don't exist now, but I do know that people who've booked their tickets through TUI and Virgin have had similar problems, so it is kind of still relevant. When you book your park tickets through a travel agent, they still buy them from places like ATD, however through a travel agent's code. And for some strange reason, these attraction ticket companies don't like to release the reference number with the travel agents until it gets close to like your 30-day window. So if you're staying on site, you can book your fast passes 60 days in advance. I'll explain a little bit more in a minute, but on site it's 60 days before, off site it's 30 days before. For some strange reason, the ticket companies don't like to release those reference codes until the 30-day window. Do not let them fob you off and give you it on the 30-day window, because then you're at risk of, you know, missing that first day of like booking fast passes, and it's stressful. When we got to 2 weeks before our 30-day window, we started to harass our travel agents, and we even, I can't remember what they were called, there was a website, I can't remember what the tickets were called, it was like Attraction World or something like that, and it was a website that only travel agents can use, and we ended up contacting them directly. They still said no to us, and then I posted in a Facebook group. Someone who works for them then helped us out. But anyway, just be persistent. I know from seeing lots of posts on Facebook that if you are persistent, that they will eventually give in and give you the reference code. So if you are struggling getting your reference code, just have faith and be persistent. That's the best advice I can give you. Well, let's just say you've got your reference code. So what you need to do is, I'll go back onto my Disney experience and explain to you. And then you need to scroll down to where it says My Tickets. Click on there. Getting your information. Right, so you need to click on Link Tickets and Passes. So you can either, when it says scan code, if you've been posted your physical tickets in the post, then there'll be a barcode on the back, so you could just click scan code then, and there's my bin. Then you could do that, or you could type the code in, which is what you had to do. What I had to do. They've got this little bit here that shows you where the codes are on different things. This is quite helpful. So like, you know, the back of a ticket, it'd be underneath the barcode. On a Walt Disney ticket order confirmation form, there it is. Yeah, so there's lots of examples there of where it could be. Also, we'll explain that later, but yeah, so you're going to type your code in there, and once it's linked, obviously I don't currently have any tickets that I can link, so I can't show you any further than that, but once it's linked, you will then get to set up however many people you've got tickets for. So, you know, say there's 4 of you going, it will then let you set up 4 profiles for, you know, Emma, Becky, guest 1 and guest 2. Yeah, so then obviously you can set your little people, so like Becky's emoji was Donald and mine was Ariel, and then you should be all set to go. You can also link, say if more than one person in your group is wanting to do the fast passes, you know, so you wanted to share the workload, everybody on their individual phones needs to download the app, and then everybody needs to link the tickets to their app, and then you can somehow, I can't fully remember how to do it, but you can somehow link each other's accounts to each other. Let me have a look. I'll have a quick look for you. Let's have a nosy. Yes, go to, so you're on the home. Go to this little button here at the end. So there's me, welcome. Click on my profile, and you can see here there's a friends, family and friends list. So it should show you Becky on here. Yes, so there's 2 Beckys. Just ignore that. That was us not understand how to do it at the beginning. So what you need to do is you click add guest, and then yeah, it'll be, yeah, you can enter stuff, and then basically you can link it up. Again, I've not got tickets, so I can't show you. Part number 2 to the video. A little bit more background information on the FastPass system. If you are staying on site, if you are staying at a Disney hotel, you can book your FastPasses for your entire stay. This is key here. For your entire stay on the 60-day window. So that's 60 days before your travel day. You can book your entire trip. If you are staying off-site, not in a Disney hotel, you can book your fast passes 30 days before your travel day, but there's a catch. You cannot book your entire length of stay because you're not staying on a Disney hotel. You don't get that privilege. So what you have to do is 30 days before every day of your holiday, you have to log on to the app at 12 PM, so it's 12 PM for both on-site and off-site guests. It's 12 PM on your FastPass day to get your FastPasses. That's the time they get released. So on-site, you can do it all in a couple of hours, your whole holiday done. Off-site, it's a bit of a ball ache because if you're staying for 2 weeks or even longer, like we say, for 18 days, you have got 14 or 18 days ahead of you of logging onto that app at 12 PM every day to secure your fast passes for whatever day you're going to be on in 30 days time. And you do start forgetting, trust me you do. You'll probably be in work one day and you'll get really frustrated because it'll be the day that you decide you're going to go to Hollywood Studios and you want to get a fast pass for Smuggler's Run, I think that's what it's called. And you'll be in work and your boss won't let you on your lunch break and you're going to be crying when you get home. It's the truth, just saying. I suppose if you're watching this and you've not booked your holiday yet, that is a big benefit to booking a Disney hotel because it's just easier. They just make life a lot easier. I suppose that's how they want you to book the hotels, don't they? But yeah, anyway. Let's just refresh. 60 days before, your whole holiday can be booked in a couple of hours for on-site guests. Off-site guests, because they hate you because you didn't book a Disney hotel, they want you to log on every single day at your 30-day window for each day of your holiday. 12 PM, that's UK time, should I add, 12 PM UK time. If you are in the States, 7 AM, but I'm not sure if that's Eastern or something. But that in the UK, like us, that is 12 p.m, so midday, lunchtime, just to clarify, not midnight, not in the evening, lunchtime, 12 p.m. So yeah, so that, I think that's all your pre-information that you need to know. Before your FastPass window opens, you need a plan. Now again, I'm not going to go into tons of detail here because I feel like your plan needs a whole other video and a spreadsheet. We had a spreadsheet, it worked wonders, it really helps, especially, well, one, you'll love it if you love organisation, and two, you'll love it if you don't like organisation because it helps you get more organised. So get a spreadsheet. I will do a separate video, I promise, on the spreadsheet and how to do your plan and how to think about what days to do what park and blah blah blah. But yeah, you basically need to get a spreadsheet, have alongside one side of it your days that you're there. Let's say, you know, Monday the 14th, Tuesday the 15th, blah blah blah. What day of the week that is, whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, because trust me, that counts, that matters, it really does. And then decide what park you're going to do on what day. So bearing in mind, you will have already booked your dining reservations. So before your FastPass window, you should have decided what park you're going to on your first day, because you would have booked your dining reservations, especially if you're on site, and especially if you've got a dining plan, you will have been booking reservations. So yeah, you need a plan. You need to pre-decide where you're going and what rides you want. So you need to prioritise your rides that you want to try and get fast passes for. Moving on to part number 3. So part number 3 is all about the tier system that Disney have in place. So again, I don't know if you know this, but if you've never been before, the Walt Disney World theme parks have a FastPass tier system. So not only do they have the FastPass system, but they made it even more confusing and have included a tier system. So I'll very quickly right now flash up on screen the tier system. Boom. Okay, you wouldn't have been able to have read that, but that's just what you can see. So I'll just briefly give you a quick overview of the tier system. So Magic Kingdom doesn't have any tiers. Magic Kingdom's just Magic Kingdom. Just forget about the tier system with Magic Kingdom. They obviously have a list of rides that have fast passes, because not everything, bear in mind, not all rides are on the FastPass Plus system. Some of them you have to queue for regardless, but most rides are included in the FastPass. But yeah, Magic Kingdom, forget that, that doesn't have tiers, that's all how it is. Epcot is split into 2 tiers. So tier 1, you can choose one attraction from tier 1. So you've got the Epcot character spot, Epcot Forever, which is the fireworks display in the evening. It's the new fireworks display. And all that basically means is that they reserve a spot for you in what is classed as a good spot to view the fireworks. I personally beg to differ, but again, that's another video. Personally, I wouldn't waste a FastPass on, you know, getting a spot for the fireworks, unless you really want to do that, but that's just a waste to me. Frozen Ever After is in there. That is, I was going to say if you've got kids, but got kids or not got kids, that's still a good one to choose. Soaring, again, that's up there as well, and Test Track. So you can only have one of those. So basically, your 3 that you're going to be choosing from is Frozen, Soaring, or Test Track. That's true. That's a hard one to choose between, but you can only choose one from that category for that day. So it's up to you. And then obviously everything else is in tier 2. You know, Living with the Land, Mission Space, Orange and Green, Spaceship Earth, The Seas with Nemo and Friends, Figment. I mean, top tip for you here, don't get a fast pass for Figment. You do not need it. It will never be any longer than a 20-minute wait, but even that's long for them. Most of the time you'll walk straight on it, so don't bother with a fast pass for Figment. And please don't shout at me if you took that advice and then you've gone and there is a big queue. I highly doubt it though. I highly doubt it. Don't bother with a fast pass for Figment. Moving on to Hollywood Studios. This is a really tricky one. Tier 1, you've got to choose between Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run and Galaxy's Edge. the brand new Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which as we all know was only opened for about 2 weeks. Yeah, I can't remember where I was up to now, my camera just died. Good ones to get in tier 2, sorry, in Hollywood Studios would be Toy Story Mania, always got a big queue. Rock and Roller Coaster, always got a big queue. Alien Swirling Saucers is basically like a fun fair ride. It's quite a child-friendly one. It's nothing that I would recommend waiting a ton of time for. However, it does always have a massive queue. I think it's because obviously it was a opening day Toy Story Land attraction. It might have gone down now, but I don't think it has. Yeah, the wait always seems to be an hour plus for Alien Swirling Saucers, and I wouldn't wait an hour for it. I mean, I think we did at the end of the night one night, I think we got in a queue that was like 75 minutes, but we only waited 20, I think. But again, 20 minutes felt like a long time for that ride. However, it is a good ride, but I wouldn't wait more than 30 minutes for it. So that might be worth getting a fast pass for, because it does always have a long queue, especially if you've got kids that really want to go on it. I would recommend getting that. And going on to Animal Kingdom, tier 1, you've got to choose between the 2 attractions in Pandora, Flight of Passage or Navi River Journey. Now, let me just put this out there to you now. You're not going to get Flight of Passage Fast Pass on your Fast Pass window day. If you do, hand on heart, well done. You have done well there.
They'll only get it if they stay on Disney.
Yes.
They won't get it if they stay off Disney.
Yeah. That is a good point, what Becky's just made. If you do manage to get it, it'll be because you are someone with a 60-day window that's on site. Yeah, if you're on site, you might get it. Let me tell a lie, you might get it. If you're on site, you do have a good chance of getting it. 30 days before off-site guests, you are not going to get Flight of Passage on your Fast Pass day. Just accept that now. If it comes up, you know, get your fingers tapping, get it accepted, but I highly doubt it's going to come up, so just accept that now, let that digest. You're not getting Flight of Passage on your 30-day window. However, I know lots of tips and tricks to getting a Flight of Passage Fast Pass, so I will do a video on how to get on Flight of Passage with a Fast Pass. It is doable. We went to Disney World without any Fast Passes for Flight of Passage, and we managed to do it twice whilst we was there, both with the Fast Pass system. So yeah, that's another video, but just accept you're not going to get it on your 30-day window. 60 days before on-site guests, you might do. Again though, it's touch and go, but you might do. You might do. Then in tier 2, you've got Expedition Everest, you've got Dinosaur, you've got Festival of the Lion King, Finding Nemo the Musical, Tough to Be a Bug, blah 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 blah. What I would suggest getting in your tier 2 would be Expedition Everest, always a big queue, but again, massive roller coaster, so I can't imagine you'd be taking little kids on it. Kids do go on it, but I'm meaning like under 5. They probably won't be tall enough for it anyway. And I would recommend Dinosaur. Tends to have a quite a long queue. Primeval Whirl, currently closed, has been closed for a very long time, so it could potentially disappear and they never reopen it again. However, if they do reopen it and it's going to be open when you're there, that would be a good idea for a fast pass, because that does get a queue as well. Wouldn't bother with a fast pass for Festival of the Lion King. It's Tough to Be a Bug, Finding Nemo the Musical. I would suggest getting Kilimanjaro Safari and Cali River Rapids. They are good ones as well. So you've got tough decisions to be made. I will put a link to this FastPass tier system in the description down below. The Magic Kingdom Fast Passes. Again, it's not in tiers, so you can book 3 Fast Passes a day, pre-booking before you go. Obviously, with the others, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom, you can only book 1 in tier 1, and then your other 2 can be from your tier 2. But with Magic Kingdom, you can book all 3 whatever you please. There's no restrictions in place. So big ones to note would be Haunted Mansion, the Jungle Cruise, Winnie the Pooh, Ariel, Meeting the Princesses, Meeting Mickey Mouse, Meeting Tinkerbell, Pirates of the Caribbean, Peter Pan's Flight, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, Buzz Lightyear and Enchanted Tales of Belle. All of them you're going to need a FastPass for. Obviously I've just read out about 15 rides and you can only get 3, so you really do need to decide what is a priority for you. Personally, my priorities on that list would be Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train would be Seven Dwarfs and Peter Pan's Flight. They are the 2 hardest rides to get on in terms of getting a FastPass and wait times. Wait times for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train are crazy. Wait times for Peter Pan's Flight are crazy. For some reason everybody loves Peter Pan's Flight. It's a classic ride. Obviously it's one of Walt's original ideas and concepts. People love it. That's also a good indication for how busy the park is that day as well. The Peter Pan's Flight ride time, if it is ridiculous, it's going to be a busy day. If it's quite low, it mustn't be busy. For some strange reason it works. Yeah, your 2 main priorities is Seven Dwarfs, Peter Pan's Flight, and then below that I would say all the mountains, Space, Splash, Big Thunder. Gosh, this is very, like I said, it's going to be a very informative, that word? Very formative, I don't know. A lot of information is going to be said in this video, but if that's what you're looking for, you come to the right place. So, let's have a big refresh. Big refresh. You need the My Disney Experience app. You need to link your tickets. You need a plan. In your plan you need to work out what FastPasses you're going to get based on the tier system. Prioritise what rides you want to go on based on the tier system. But forget about the tier system with Magic Kingdom because there isn't one. And if you're on site, you've got your 60 days before window and you can book your whole holiday, whether that be 7 days, 14 days, 21 days, 18 days, 5 months. I don't think anyone's going on a 5-month trip, but you know. Or if you're off site, you've got your 30-day window, which is every day of your holiday, 12 PM UK time, 7 AM Eastern if you're in the States. There we go. That's the overview so far. So far, we're only about halfway through the video. Part number 4 to the video. Ow, just nearly knocked my ears off. Strategy for booking the FastPasses. So you've made your plan. You're now on your FastPass day. Right, so what we'd recommend is, a lot of people recommend this as well, not just us. So obviously you get your 3 FastPasses per day. Something that not many people know is that on the day in the park, once you have used your 3 FastPasses, you can actually then book more. So obviously there's not going to be much left on the day once you've used your 3 FastPasses, but stuff will still be on there. So why not take advantage of it? So what we'd recommend is, you can't book another FastPass until you have tapped your magic band or your ticket to get into the queue for that 3rd FastPass that you have booked for that day. And then you can book more. So if that last FastPass that you've booked is at 8 o'clock in the evening, there's not going to be anything left to then FastPass for the rest of the day. So what you need to do is book your, if you can obviously, but you need to book your 3 FastPasses as early on in the day as possible, so then you've got more chance of optimising that FastPass system. Does that make sense? So if we've booked 3 FastPasses, one for 10 AM, one for 11 AM and then one for 12 PM at midday, once we've tapped in at 12 PM for that 3rd ride, we can then go onto the My Disney Experience app and see what is available to book for the rest of the day. So you can only book 1 at a time. You can't then book another 3, you can only book another 1. But then when you tap in for that next one, you can then get another one. So you could, if you was very smart and very tactical, you could try and FastPass every attraction in that park that day. Try. You probably won't, but you could do if you really wanted to. So we would recommend trying to book all 3 FastPasses, you know, they're finished by around lunchtime, mid-afternoon latest. Having said that though, we would also recommend do not book your FastPasses or your first one for when the park very first opens, because that would be a waste of a FastPass. Let's say the park opens at 9, don't book a FastPass for that first window 9 till 9:30 or 9:30 till 10, because it just won't be needed. The wait times for even big rides like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train won't be that big. I mean, I'm not saying you're going to get to walk on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, but you will get to walk on other things like Big Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain. Not walk on, but I don't think you'll wait any longer than 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes tops if you've the park's only just opened. Whereas, you know, in the afternoon, it's going to be on a 2-hour wait. I've just noticed I've sunk my chair. It's just a waste of a FastPass, so don't book. If the park opens at 9, I wouldn't start any FastPasses until at least 10, after an hour of park opening personally, because if you book them within the first hour, that will have been a waste. So yeah, start after an hour of the park opening and then try and keep them to as close together as possible to finish all 3 by, let's say, lunchtime or 2 o'clock. Then you can keep trying to get some more. Why not? Why not use and abuse the FastPass system, because that's what it's there for. Another thing to note that Becky has just told me to tell you, which is I do know, but I completely forgot about. Again, on the day when you're actually in the park and you've got your FastPasses, you have they give you like a 5-minute grace period before. Say your FastPass starts at 10:10 and it runs until 11:15. At 10:05, even though your FastPass window doesn't actually start till 10 past, you can tap in and get in that FastPass queue from 5 past. So 5 minutes before your window, opens, you can get in. For some strange reason, you can. So you know, say if you've been waiting for your FastPass, you've got 10-15 minutes until it opens. Get in the queue 5 minutes before, they will let you. And don't panic about thinking, oh, it might not let me. They're not going to tell you off. They're just going to be like, oh, it's just not your time yet, so don't worry about it. But yeah, 5 minutes before your window opens, they let you in the queue. So also, if you are optimising the getting more FastPasses, that's when you can get on the app even quicker to then try and get your next one. Also, if you're running late for a FastPass, they do give you a 15-minute window. Once your FastPass window has closed, they give you up to 15 minutes to get in the queue. It does kind of depend on the ride. Definitely up to 5 minutes after, they will let you in that queue. Some people do go up and, you know, it'll say no, but if you just say to the cast member, look, it's only been 10 minutes, they will let you in, 100%. But most of the time, up to 15 minutes past your window, it will still go green and let you in that FastPass queue. So don't worry if you're running late, like it's not going to hit bang on the minute and it'll be like, no entry, it will let you in, so don't worry. So 5 minutes before and 15 minutes after, you should be okay. Don't panic, don't start running, because you'll get told off. You'll definitely get told off for running, you're not allowed to do that. So, I think we might be near the end. I think I'll just give you some final overview tips. Something to think about on your FastPass window booking day. Think about whether you want to go on the computer to do it or whether you want to do it on the app. If you've downloaded the app on your phone, you're probably going to be more familiar with the app on your phone. However, you can book them on the computer. You can go onto the Walt Disney World website, log into your account that you've made on the app, and you can do it on the website. However, it's supposed to be more confusing. I mean, if you spend a few days before it going on the website and familiarising yourself with it, then that's fine, obviously. But decide on what you want to do. Don't hop onto the computer on the morning of having never looked at the website before, because you're going to get confused and you're going to get stressed and you're going to end up probably screaming at the screen. So decide prior, computer or phone. Personally, I like going on computers for doing things like that. However, it never works out for me because the internet, like the Wi-Fi in my house, is very slow. And think of it as, you know, when you're trying to book concert tickets on Ticketmaster and they go live at 8 AM and you join that queue and it's dead frustrating because it says you're waiting in a queue and then it gets to 15 minutes past 8 and then it says, sorry, all sold out because your Wi-Fi is shit. That happens to me and you don't even get a look in at the tickets. That is the exact same experience of what you're going to experience with the FastPass Plus system. So keep that experience in mind. I'm pretty sure most of you will have had that experience on Ticketmaster. That is what you need to think of. So computer or phone, if you're going to go on your phone, are you going to go on your Wi-Fi or are you going to go on your data? That is a huge thing to consider. Personally, I think the quickest way for loading any kind of site, not just FastPasses, but for, you know, trying to order things when they get released and things like that, go on your data because it's the quickest, providing you've got signal obviously, but it's 9 times out of 10 it's way quicker than your Wi-Fi. Unless you've got particularly speedy internet, then that's fine, but my house, rubbish. It's not very great at all. So just consider what device and what internet you're going to be using for your FastPasses, especially if you're on your 30-day window and not your 60-day. It's even harder to get those you know, those big ones like Peter Pan's Flight and Seven Dwarfs and Flight of Passage and anything in Galaxy's Edge and anything in Toy Story Land. So yeah, and you also need to remember it is a military operation. It really is, trying to get these FastPasses. This sounds a bit negative. It's not negative, but I'm just trying to feed it with the right information. It's hard, so don't go, like I keep repeating this, but don't go into your FastPass window without a plan and be realistic. Don't say to yourself you're going to get all the hotspots because you're just not. You're not going to manage it. Be realistic. Be realistic. You might get them over the course of time, but you're not going to get them all bish bash bosh on day one. You're not. Anyway, Becky just also made a very good point. You have got to bear in mind, at 12 PM UK time, you have not just got people sat at lunchtime in the UK trying to get them fast passes. You've got people sat at 7 AM in bed in America, you've got people sat in Canada, you've got people sat in Australia, the whole world. Anyone who has a holiday booked to Walt Disney World from anywhere in the world at the exact same time as you is trying to book fast passes for that day in Magic Kingdom or that day in Hollywood Studios, and it's everybody else's dream holiday as much as it is yours. The website is going to crash. The app will crash. Guarantee you it will. 100%, especially if you're going to go in a busy period like August or Christmas or Halloween, or, I mean, let's just say it, any time of the year now is friggin' busy, isn't it? Yeah, so it will crash. Don't get frustrated. It's going to happen, and just be patient. If you be patient, good things will happen. Yeah, just stick with it. You'll get there. I have just realised I haven't shown you how to actually get a FastPass. Now, that is something that I actually can't do because I don't have tickets linked to my app. I can try and find a video if someone else showing, or I can leave it in the description box below. I'll try and find the best one. But basically, when it hits 12 o'clock, we'll go on. I can show you some of it actually. What you need to do is, on the home page, you're gonna scroll down to, no, it's not the home page, where is it? The plus, that's what you need to go on, the plus in the middle. Get FastPass Plus. Now obviously I can't show you because I haven't linked any tickets. Oh, a minute, will it let me? Yeah, so it will ask you who you're looking for in your party. It'll show you your party, you and anyone else in your party. So I'll click Becky, click continue, and then obviously now it wants me to link tickets. But usually at this stage it'll then say to you, it'll either say what day or what park. It might say what park. It'll list the parks. Let's say you're looking at Animal Kingdom, you'll click on Animal Kingdom. You'll click on Animal Kingdom or Hollywood Studios, whichever part you're looking at, and then it'll ask for a date. You'll click on the date, and then it should start loading up the available fast passes for that date and that park. Again, I really wish I could show you, but I can't because I haven't got tickets linked up.
Something else to know.
What? Very good information from Becky. That is true, I forgot to say that. you can't park hop on fast passes. Can you park hop on fast passes once you've used your 3 and you rebook more? So you can physically park hop in the parks obviously, but you can't park hop virtually on fast passes. So you know, you couldn't book 10 p.m, you couldn't book 10 a.m. in Magic Kingdom on Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and then book 1 o'clock in Epcot on Soarin'. You can't do that. You've got your 3 fast passes will have to be all at the same park. They don't let you park hop for some strange reason. I mean, to be fair, it's not like Disneyland Paris where you can just walk between the parks. You can't do that. You've got to get a bus, you've got to get a taxi, you've got to get on the monorail, you've got to get on the Skyliner, you've got to get on some form of transport that you're going to be sat in or on for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes. So just remember that. If you're thinking of spending the morning at Magic Kingdom and then the afternoon in Epcot, you're going to have to decide where you're going to use your fast passes. You're going to use your 3 fast passes in the morning at Magic Kingdom, or you're going to use them in the afternoon when you go to Epcot. You can't split them across Magic and Epcot. Unfortunately, it's a bit annoying, but it's just how it is. Yeah, like I was saying, I will find a video that's showing you how to use the app on the day, because like I said, I can't show you unfortunately. I'll link it down below, and I think that might be it. Like, if you are still with me right now, well done. Literally give yourself a pat on the back, because I have just thrown so much information at you, but for good reason. I should have actually said at the beginning of the video, it's a bit late now, but you should have got like a pen and paper out, or writing your notes on your phone or something, because anyway, yeah, so don't forget, you need the app, link your tickets, 60 days, 30 days, 12 p.m, what else, the tiers, prioritise, have a plan, don't be disappointed, you ain't getting flight of passage if you're off site, and I think that's it. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you did like it, please do give it a thumbs up. Like, it really does help us, you know, to see if people like the videos and stuff. Leave a comment down below if you thought this video was actually useful. You might have watched this and thought, what a load of rubbish. But yeah, please leave a nice comment down below and subscribe, because we will be doing more tips videos. We have had one particular friend ask us to do these tips videos, and we wanted to do them anyway, so yeah. We will be doing quite a lot more tips videos. If there is a specific tip video that you would like us to do, please do leave it in the comments or send us a message on Instagram or something. We'll more than happily do it. Predominantly on Walt Disney World though, because that's what we have the most knowledge on. I have been to Disneyland Paris a lot, however majority as a child, so I don't really have much tips for you. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and we shall see you next time. Bye!